I think Orange Piccolo is going to be one of the Part 2 Carnival LRs. Now, I wanted to jump in and kind of do a Part 2 to my previous predictions video. If you haven't seen it yet, there should be a link in the top right, and you can check that out first. I'll kind of do a quick recap as well, so it's all up to you. Now, looking at our original roadmap, I initially predicted that we were going to get a free-to-play LR Kid Goku, a couple of super easy A's, definite easy A's for a lot of these LRs. I also predicted that we would get a father-son Kamehameha, a new Gogeta, super easy A Cell, and a Goku, Frieza, and 17 units for Carnival per the themes and what would make sense and what's big for the anniversary. Now we have gotten some updated info and releases, so we need to take a look at that right now. Now looking at this, we did get the updated info from the devs that we're going to get a new free-to-play LR Demon King Piccolo from Dragon Ball. This free-to-play unit Hercule that fuses, which I thought was really creative and very fun. And then the free-to-play reversible exchange Trunks. Now it makes sense every anniversary when they introduce a new mechanic, they do give a free-to-play unit that ability so that everybody can have the mechanic, right? Makes sense, makes fun, all that good jazz. So right out the gate, after I released my video, I did see that we got our Super Easy A Vegito and Buhan. So 2 ticks on the list. But looking at this now, we just saw the release of Super Easy A first anniversary Gogeta and first anniversary Janemba. Now this is big news. The reason why I say this is because originally I had predicted that our roadmap was going to have a banner unit. Being that the Dokkan Fest was strongest duo, based on fusing, had to be the Dokkan Fest. It had to be Gogeta, right? Now we know that it's very likely Gogeta is going to be our Part 2 LR, especially with codename Super Mario being a thing going around right now. I felt that it had to be the banner unit with the Dokkan Fest from the same era. It made the most sense, right? But now that we have Janemba as a confirmed release Super Easy A, my stance has changed on quite a few things. Before we hop into that, the first thing I want to point out, all of the things that I have left in here, I still think are 100% going to be in there. There is no shot that we don't get our Gear 7 LR Easy A's. We don't get these 2 guys Easy A'd. We don't have these 2. I mean, it's a given. It's a given. It's written into history. No shot it's not. If I'm wrong, call me out later. But when it comes to Super Extreme Z Awaken Cell, right? I felt that it would have made the most sense, plus he was next in lineup for a Super Easy A. Something that I saw in the info recently, there was a banner that was released for our Super Easy A units. Check this out. Cell is featured on the banner. Both of these guys, Cell is next. So, if he somehow doesn't Super Easy A within the celebration, I'll be very confuzzled and honestly flabbergasted. But, let's just say for now I called it. Where that leaves me now, right? For the original prediction, I had 2 free-to-play characters in the banner unit here. Now that Janemba has taken that banner unit slot, a banner unit has to go in one of 3 places. Now, this is going to be our Carnival, this is going to be our Carnival, and one of these is going to be a banner unit / Easy A or free-to-play character. So, I've sat on it. right? I think that for the Android/Cell Saga, Father Son Kamehameha makes the most sense, and I think that's still locked in. However, I don't think we're going to get a free-to-play unit. With this reversible exchange Trunks being out, I don't foresee them dropping, 2 other free-to-play slots. Maybe 1. But I actually think that this is going to be an easy A. Now, with Father Son Kamehameha coming out, a good easy A for the team would do well. I've also kind of thought about what Gohan's leader skill would be. So, what we can do, let's go ahead and take a look at his information over here. Looking at Gohan's categories, right? Oh, it's too far. He's got a crap ton of categories. Now, I don't think we're going to get, another leader skill for Kamehameha or youth, none of the smaller categories, right? I think for me, per the theme and per the unit, it would make the most sense if Gohan either led Android/Cell Saga 220%, All Out Struggle, or Bond of Parent and Child. I think that Gohan could get Bond of Parent and Child simply for the fact that it would be a busted unit, a busted category, and it makes the most sense. Father Son Kamehameha, Father Son. You don't get more Father Son than that. And thinking of that concept is also going to be why I think we're getting an easy A for a specific character. Let's take a look at the category real quick. The last time we got a leader was Vegeta and Trunks from the Future Saga. I mean, we're way overdue for another leader for this category. It is a busted category, so if they're going to do it, they should do it in year 10. I'm fairly certain and set on that concept. It makes the most sense. That would be the most hype, the most crazy, the most successful category for Gohan to lead, especially at a 220. I mean, you want to have him heavy longevity, go for it. Now, I think it's very possible that Gohan, his kit would be just nerfed to the ground with that crazy leader skill, but I mean, I digress. So moving to my second point now, right? We're going to come back to our tier list here, or excuse me, our roadmap. With that concept, with Gohan leading Bond of Parent and Child, right? Let's say that for the hypothetical. I feel that with Gohan possibly leading Bond of Parent and Child, or either All Out Struggle or Android/Cell Saga, we're going to have one of 2 EZAs. That's going to be LR Trunks and Future Gohan, and Goku and Gohan Tech LR. I have this split because I haven't really made a full decision and both paths make sense to me. So I would want you guys to hop in the comments and kind of tell me what you think about this one specifically. Now, if we're looking at Gohan and Trunks, right? Let's say Gohan doesn't lead Bond of Parent and Child, and he, for some reason, leads either Android/Cell Saga or All Out Struggle. I think that this unit here is long overdue for an easy A. We need it, and I think he would link well and also maintain the concept. But on the other side of the coin, if we're thinking Bond of Parent and Child, this unit right here, I mean, they're essentially the same thing. You don't get much more Bond of Parent and Child than this, right? Now, I will say that this unit came out in 2022, so it is a bit soon on the timeline for their EZA, but then take a look at LR Goku and Frieza. They got their EZA way early on Global, all the big guns for this anniversary. I mean, who and their mother thought that we would get a banner unit Hercule that fuses? If you said something like that before the anniversary came out, I'd slap you. It's fire. It's super fire. I honestly really love the concept of it. But nobody was thinking that. Nobody would have thought that at all. So I think alongside the Cell Super EZA, we're going to get one of these two LRs EZA. A lot of EZAs and Super EZAs on this roadmap, but you know, that's what it is. That's what it is. So, taking a look at our second slot now, right? My kerfuffle and my change of heart for this setup here, right? With Super Janemba actually EZAing, this means that the banner unit for our Gogeta has to be in Dragon Ball Super, because it's not going to be from the Android/Cell Saga. No shot. Doesn't make sense. It would be more confusing than cohesive, right? Plus, for the banner, it wouldn't make sense. So this puts us in one place. Looking at Dragon Ball Super, and specifically the movies, right? For the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, there's a section where Goku and Vegeta iconically fail their fusion twice. I think for the banner unit, in order to make sense for Gogeta to be our part 2, we're probably going to get a banner unit Veku. Now, it could be skinny Veku, to be honest. But I just think Fat Veku is the more iconic Gogeta variant. So, that being said, I really do feel like this makes sense. Knowing what we do and what my mind has kind of wandered to, I definitely think that this makes the most sense. Now that we've got our EZA unit up here, our banner unit Veku down here, that leaves us at this final slot. This is the real meat and potatoes that I wanted to get into, so if you've been waiting for my reason why, you're about to get into it. So, like I said before, originally I was going to do Goku and Frieza, or Goku Frieza Android 17, right? We haven't had one in a while. We only have the one, so like it would make sense, right? But we need to look at Gogeta specifically in this situation, right? Now, there's a chance that Gogeta actually is not a reversible exchange unit. I would like to think so. I think it would make the most sense to keep it balanced. Even if he has a domain or stays around longer, you know, whatever his kit is, he should have the reversible exchange, in my opinion. Taking a look at our new Vegito, assuming that our new Gogeta is similar to this unit, his leader skill is going to have the new category and fusion here on the bottom. Now, the new category being successors, we're going to take a look at that category and kind of look at some of the units that would be on the team. With successors, right? We currently don't have any leaders. So one of the 3 LRs moving forward are going to have successors as a leader skill. Now, I definitely don't think it'll be Gohan. I don't think it'll be the other Carnival LR, Orange Piccolo, or slash Goku, Frieza, and Android 17. So, ergo, it would have to be Gogeta. Now, if we take a look at our lineup here, we've got the evolutions, we've got Vegito, we've got Piccolo, we've got some Friezas. Orange Piccolo should be on this team. 100%. 100% should be on this team. Right here. With Orange Piccolo being on the team, the new Gogeta, Vegeta being on successors, Gogeta's going to have that leader skill with fusion, right? The additional categories, you know, that's up to the devs to really show us. But 100%, I believe Gogeta is going to have successors and fusion as part of his leader skill. It would make the most sense if Orange Piccolo was the new Carnival, because that way we have Gogeta having our new Vegeta, Orange Piccolo on one team for successors, right? Then having Vegito getting our new Goku. It would have the kid Gohan. So it's an even split between our new categories. Ergo, it makes the most sense for Orange Piccolo to make an appearance during this celebration versus bringing Go Frieza. I even have what I think Orange Piccolo's categories would be. Now, if you come down here, right? Orange Piccolo has a decent amount of categories, right? I'm crossing the line through Namekians. If they give us Namekians, garbage. Use Fighters is already covered by Vegito. We're not going to get Giant form because it'll probably be a standalone Orange Piccolo. We're not going to get Transformation Boost because we've had this leader skill brought in recently. I'd be surprised if it was full power. Powerful comeback. Power of Wishes is going to be the 220%. Think about it. Orange Piccolo, his entire spiel was getting his power based on, having his potential unleashed by Shenron, and then Shenron throwing in, the little extra zest. We just got Glorio, who leads Demonic Power. He's not going to lead Rapid Growth or any of these other ones. It just doesn't make sense. He's already leading superheroes with this unit. Taking a look at the Power of Wishes category, right? You're going to have your trio, both the year 8, the new Goku, just this past Worldwide Gohan. I mean, the team is extensive. The team is huge. All of these great units, some are older now, but our EZAs make sense. Our Super EZAs make sense for this. I mean, it's just the perfect leader skill for him. You're going to have Bulma, you're going to have these guys. I mean, what else do you want me to say? This is what's happening. This is what's happening for part 2 of the anniversary. Before, I was really set on getting Goku, Frieza, and Android 17, but with our revelations recently, I mean, it just is what it is, bro. You can't get mad at me. It's foolproof. It's totally foolproof. We're not getting another Beast Gohan. We're not getting, Super Gogeta as the Carnival because it doesn't make sense for the theme. Who else are you putting here? Who else are you putting here? I think that we have it solved. I think that Orange Piccolo is 100% going to be the next Carnival LR alongside our father-son Gohan. It's a dynamic duo. Gohan and Piccolo on the Carnival banner. Just alongside the other dynamic duo, Vegeta and Goku. So, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys tuning in till the end. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. I should be able to get back to you down below. And don't forget, let me know what you guys think about my new picks, especially for the EZA, for Piccolo coming in, and for our Veku right here. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.